Okay, so welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be doing a comparison against the AirPods Pro, the JBL Tune 225 TWS, which is a catchy name, and the Pixel A-series buds. These are all, well, actually I say that. These retail for around £100 here in the UK, the Pixel buds. I got these for 40 on a sale, but I believe they're normally 100 as well, unless I'm being lied to. And obviously these are about 200, so maybe not the fairest comparison, but all very quite popular buds. Obviously the AirPods have been out for a bit longer, but I'm going to give you a general tech breakdown for each one, and then give you my opinions, and tell you which ones you might prefer. So if we start with pure stats, if we start with the battery, the AirPods have a 4.5 hour music time, and the Pixel Buds and the JBL Buds supposedly both claim 5 hours, so half an hour longer on these two. I assume that's because of all the extra tech that's in these, which we'll get onto later, so you're suffering a little bit on the battery time there. However, half an hour isn't the end of the world. The AirPods and the Pixel Buds are both IPX4 water resistant, so obviously if you're doing a workout, you're getting sweaty, or if it's raining a little bit, these two will both be fine for that. However, the JBL Tune are not waterproof at all, so anything like that, you basically can't be guaranteed that they'll survive a bit of rain or a workout. So if that might be a deal breaker for you right there, that might be the JBL's out. As far as touch controls go, the AirPods and the Pixel Buds have normal, you can tap, I believe the AirPods you tap the stem, but either way there's normal touch controls, whereas the JBL actually have, a bit hard to show here, but these, I don't know if you can hear that, but they're physical buttons, so that's not a touch control there, that's their actual buttons. So maybe better for in the rain, and if you're trying to, especially with the Pixel Buds, I find that I tried to rearrange them in my ears, and you end up accidentally touching the sensitive bit and then muting the song or something, which is very annoying. So in a way, that physical bit might actually be better for some of you. As we go on to a little bit of tech, the Pixel Buds do not have noise cancelling or transparency mode or anything, obviously needed to JBLs. However, the AirPods do have proper noise cancelling and transparency mode, which you can change by holding down this stem of the touch control bit of each bud, which is obviously where the price is coming into, because they've got much more high-tech stuff on them. So if you're into stuff like that, then the AirPods is really a bit of a no-brainer. As far as speaker drivers go, from my sources anyway, Apple obviously don't actually disclose the real information. If you go on their website, it just says great sound basically, but from what I got, the AirPods have an 11mm driver and these two have 12mm drivers. Not sure, again, couldn't really find how many actual drivers are in these. I'm pretty sure these two have one in each bud, maybe there's two in here, so maybe, I don't know. But according to the raw stats, the AirPods do have smaller drivers, which will obviously affect bass and just overall volume. So that's really what I've got for the tech specs. But I'll give you a little breakdown of how of just what I think about them. Obviously, I should note as well, these can wirelessly charge, these two cannot. So yeah, obviously they are the more expensive, so the tech features are going to be there with those. Now, the reason I prefer the JBL Buds is purely because of this almost original AirPod shape that they've got going on here, if I can get it out to show you. Because this shape, for me, is just so much more comfortable than the, especially the Pixel Buds. I literally could have called that was going to happen. I opened the JBL ones and they're connected to my phone and they stopped my video. But we'll continue. As I was saying, especially I don't like the Pixel Buds design, because it's just, I find them uncomfortable in my ear. I don't know what this guy's doing here, to be honest. I'm assuming it's just to go in the back of your ear to create a bit of a seal, but I find them honestly, I was quite disappointed with how just uncomfortable personally I found these. It's not that they sound brilliant, but they were just falling out, and personally I don't find them very comfortable at all. So that is why I swapped these out, and they've lost now, which is a shame as well, because I like the case. They have a decent battery life, they sound good. I like the weird olive colour that they've come in here, which is nice and unique, but I absolutely hate this type of design, which is the problem with the AirPods as well, because obviously everyone's seen these. They're again, I just don't like this. These bits on the end, they just don't stay in my ears. Don't get me wrong, these are better than the Pixel Buds, but for me, but it's still not the JBL Buds or just the original AirPod design type thing. The plastic is personally my favourite by far. So that's why the JBLs are my go-to, because I don't, I put them in just to walk into town. I don't care too much for brilliant sound quality or noise cancelling or any of those stupid things, because it's just pointless for me. But obviously, if you use them a little more often than I do, then those might be, or if you're using them on public transport and stuff, that might be better, I suppose. But for what I use them for, the JBLs I find to be the best. But yeah, I find these two quite similar in sound quality, actually. They're both pretty good on bass, pretty good for everything, really. They're just all-round good earbuds. I just personally don't find them very comfortable. These do lack a little bit in bass, especially because they don't create as good a seal in your ear, obviously, because they don't have the weird things that I'm complaining about. These create a better seal in your ear. However, I just find them so uncomfortable that the trade-off isn't worth it for me. So, yeah, that's an overall kind of thing for you there. If you're after a bit more tech and wireless charging and stuff like that, I'd say the AirPods. If you're after a little bit more budget, you don't care too much for wireless charging, then the Google Buds. And these, to be honest, you'd probably only get if you don't use them very much and you prefer the shape. So it's completely up to you there, really. But that's my honest review on these three. If you have anything to say, pop it in the comments. Thanks for watching.